Do you have any kind of ritual or superstitious before going on stage? He looks like he does.
Well, I like to sleep for half an hour or so.
Before going?
Always.
Half an hour?
Chris has to be woken up to do the show.
Room, yeah.
Oh.
Before the show, 10 minutes before the show, someone says, has anyone woken up Chris yet?
So if they forget to do it, if you forget to do it, you go in alone, solo.
No, we never forget. We don't forget.
But you usually get to the theater how many hours before?
Oh, quite a while. 4 hours before, 3 hours before. We do the sound check. We have the catering.
Right.
We have something to eat. Then I have a little, what we call a little snooze, a little sleep.
You do?
Or I read a book. It's very relaxed before the show. And then half an hour beforehand I get ready. And then they wake up Chris and he gets ready.
Go in. But I think the sound thing it's the most boring thing before, isn't it?
The sound check.
Okay, the sound check.
Yeah. Sometimes actually, it's always boring. It's always boring. I was trying to think of something positive to say about it. But
you know that I do a one-man show in the theater. If I gotta get to the theater about 15 minutes before it starts. If I get there an hour before, I get so sleepy that I can't go on. I have just to get to the theater and get dressed and go in, which is very unusual, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I think people like to get there 2 years before, 2 hours.
You
2 years a little too much.
You don't do makeup?
No, just powder. How do you call that? Contact.
Powder,
Yeah.
Little maquillage.
But you do makeup. You
a little bit, so you don't look too shiny. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but too shiny.
Oh, well.
With that jacket, it's difficult not to shine. I'd like to see who's the journalist here.
I was a journalist for 3 years in the early 80s.
And you were an architect.
A student.
Student of architecture.
Never finished that.
No. And how did you two meet?
We met not in a pet shop, but in a music shop.
In a music shop?
In the King's Road in Chelsea. And I had a synthesizer, and I needed to have a plug made so I could play it through my stereo system at home.
I see.
And he came in, and we started talking at the counter about synthesizers. And we ended up becoming friends and starting to write songs together.
And then...
So it all revolves, the whole thing revolves around a chance meeting, which always seems sort of amazing, really.
Well, I think that some of the best things in life happens exactly like that. If you plan it too much, you know. And it's great I mean, it's a great feeling to be the duo that sells the most albums.
That's what they said. We never quite believed that. We think Simon and Garfunkel must have sold more records than us.
I don't know because...
yeah, but they finished making records a long time ago, so maybe. Anyway, it's a very nice accolade to have, yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoy Brazil. I hope you're happy with your stay.
We're having a great time.
You have other shows. Where?
We're playing tomorrow night here in Sao Paulo. And the following night, we're playing in Rio.
Rio de Janeiro.
Rio de Janeiro.
How many days? Let me.
You've got the info there, haven't you?
Olha, o Pet Shop Boys amanhã, dia 13, vão estar no Credit Card Hall em São Paulo. Dia 14 no Citibank Hall no Rio de Janeiro. And then back to England, or you still
Argentina?
Traveling around? Argentina.
Argentina, Peru, and Dominican Republic. And then back to England.
Yeah, how many months a year you keep traveling and doing shows around the world?
This year we'll have done about 6 months. But last year we didn't no shows at all. So it depends.
Just stayed.
We were making a record. But when we get back, we're writing a ballet for the Sadler's Wells Theatre in London, based on a story by Hans Christian Andersen.
Which one?
Well, we haven't announced it yet. It's not a famous one, though. But it's going to open in 2011. So we're going to go and write some of that, and then go back on tour, and then finish the whole ballet.
Well,
so we've got a lot to do.
Well, see, I hope everything turns very well, especially the ballet. I think that it's the first time that you do something like that, music for a ballet?
Yeah, we did the music for a silent film called The Battleship Potemkin by Eisenstein.
Wow, that's incredible.
With that was a mixture of electronics and strings, and that's what the ballet is going to be, the same sort of mixture of music.
How did you cover the baby coming down the stairs? What kind of music did you put on that?
Well, there's some beautiful music there, but a lot of it's drums.
And also we put in, because as we make electronic music, we can use sound effects. We put the gunshot in as well. And it's obviously a very powerful scene, but it worked very well with the music.
Well, I'd love to see. I'm gonna run the internet to see if I find it. Buy the thing.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Everything's on YouTube.
Like this is on YouTube.
Yeah, well, I think so. Well, thank you very much. Eu conversei com o Neil Tennant e Chris Love. E eles voltam no quinto bloco para tocar pra gente. Thank you.
Obrigado.
Daqui a pouco a gente volta. Obrigado.